Ah, yes, television, TV for short, a staple of all childhoods. However, if you were born during my generation, aka 2007 onward, most of us, at least a few, most of us, I'd say most because I don't know how everybody viewed TV, didn't view it through this, but instead through a nice, slick LCD TV like this, or a flat screen. Me specifically, in the living room, we had a Samsung Smart TV from 2012, I believe. That's how I viewed my favorite shows and movies that would be on TV. Nickelodeon, for example, is how I watch some of my favorite shows, as it is a staple among many childhoods. A lot of my favorite shows and others' favorite shows come from this network, along with Cartoon Network and Disney, of course, but those are for different videos. I will be discussing my favorite childhood Nickelodeon shows, Cartoon Edition, because I was never really into the sitcoms, though the sitcoms will have their own video. But for now, I'll mainly just talk about the cartoons, because I love the cartoons more than I like the sitcoms. So, yeah, sitcoms will get a video later, cartoons now. Number 14, Tough Puppy. The Adventures of Natalie and Kitty Cat's Wow were amusing to me. I enjoyed them a lot. However, it's not the most well received show. Doesn't have the highest ratings, but it still has a to my whole close place to my childhood heart. But it's most definitely not like my top favorites, as it's hence its place in number 14. But if you're a fan, cool. I'm a fan as well. But yeah, number 13, Rocket Power, a 90s Nickelodeon classic. However, I did not grow up watching this show when it was airing on TV, but through reruns. And even then, the Splat, aka 90s or All That channel block, would rarely play it. At least I wouldn't catch reruns of it that much, but I still respect the show and love it as it has that 90s charm. And I can't be mad at that. I do plan to watch this show fully one day, though. Number 12, Robot and Monster. Now, this is my childhood for sure. 2010s Nickelodeon with the 3D CG shows. This was one of them. And I loved it so. The Adventures of Robot and Monster, of course. Two buddies just living in a crazy world, and who can forget their pet Marf, and of course Robot's mean brother Garth. I love this show. Theme songs earworm catchy. I would sing it, but I'm not a good singer. Number 11, Monsters vs. Aliens, MVA. Monsters vs. Aliens. Sorry. Love the DreamWorks movie. It's one of my top 15 DreamWorks movie. I like the show as well. Though I realize the show is not as much of a banger as I thought I was when I was a kid. But I still visit it here and there. Well, I did until Paramount took it off Paramount Plus, and now you have to buy it. Which I like you, Monsters vs Aliens, but not enough to waste money on you. Number 10, The Loud House. I remember when the show premiered. I liked it to season 1 and 2. I watched it for a fair amount, like 2016. I remember it vividly. I was 9 years old. I remember when the show came out, and I loved it. However, after a while, I get kind of not necessarily bored, but other shows caught my attention. I still was watching TV as I am to this day as an 18-year-old. But this is a nice show, though it's not like my super top. I do have fond memories of when it first came out and following it then. Number 9, Rugrats, another 90s Nickelodeon classics. You're gonna notice a lot. You'll see 90s shows, and you're like, but you were born 2007. How did you catch them? Something called reruns. And if your parents were cool like mine, they let you watch 90s cartoons, the shows they grew up on. Rugrats is a classic. I can't understate the impact and the importance of it is on Nickelodeon. It is one of my favorite 90s Nickelodeon shows. I watched it via reruns. It's always fun. Number 8, Cat Dog. One fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born and caused a little. You know the theme song, kinda sorta. Cat Dog's another 90s classic. It's another one I loved watching runs on Nick at Night, aka the 90s are all that, which was on Splat, which was a channel block. That was all that. Oh, that was a fire bar. Yes, sir. But yeah, I love Cat Dog. One of my favorites. I actually have the complete series on DVD, and I plan to watch the show fully one day. Number seven, Avatar. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, as almost everybody does. It is an amazing show, amazing characters, interesting story, more than interesting, wonderful story, and the development is just S tier. However, I didn't really catch a lot of reruns of it. Like on Nicktoons, I'd watch it here and there, but I guess Nicktoons wasn't really feeling Avatar for some reason. I am currently rewatching Avatar as of now. I'm almost done with season one because I want to rewatch the show. That way, I can see why everyone loves it. Besides the reasons, like I know why everyone loves it. Number six, Kung Fu Panda: Legends of Awesomeness. Kung Fu Panda is one of my favorite DreamWorks movies of all time. Like bar none, one of my favorite movies of all time and DreamWorks movies. This show, anytime it would come on, bro, I'd be kicking. Here are the legends of the Kung Fu Panda. I'd be kicking and jumping and all that stuff. I love this show. Legends of Awesomeness is sweet. One of my favorite shows. But still number six, which isn't bad. And these shows aren't necessarily based on me ranking, it's just in the order as I place them. Penguins of Madagascar, number five. This show, one of my favorites. I would watch this show anytime I'd catch a lot of episodes as much as I could. I loved this show. The theme song's a banger too. It doesn't even have any lyrics. It's just the music. My favorite part of the theme song is when they open the crate and King Julian and Mort and Maurice starts breakdancing. This is a classic show. I love the spies. I love the penguins because everybody loves the penguins from the Madagascar franchise. It's one of my favorite parts. As Skipper would say, you can't do nothing but smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Number four, Fairly Odd Parents. Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. If you can finish the rest of that song, then you know how good of a show this is. I'm not gonna lie, I watched it up to when Chloe was introduced, which I know she doesn't have the best reception in the fan base, but I still like Fairly Odd Parents. It's classic 2000s Nickelodeon. You can't go wrong with it. Fairly Odd Parents is just a really good show. I like it. You know, it's funny. I plan to fully watch it one day. I have watched it though. Number three is Hey Arnold, one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows of all time, and another 90s Nickelodeon cartoon. However, this one I would catch a lot of reruns of. Me and my mom would watch it a lot because it's one of her favorite shows as well. Hey Arnold's just a jam, man. Like one day we'll do a video just talking about Hey Arnold. Like each of these shows I plan to do have make their own videos on, and Hey Arnold's definitely one of them. The Inner City Live, the cast of diverse and colorful characters. It's just a nice show. Number two, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012, or TMNT 2012 for short. This was my introduction to Ninja Turtles. This was what got me into being the Ninja Turtles fan that I am. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and my favorite turtle always will be Michelangelo. This show was just awesome. Kidding me was, and I would catch every episode I could. I would catch it, bro. I would catch it. I had my toys. I had the figures. I'd be doing the dance, not dance moves. I'd be doing the ninja moves like in the intro, bro. I love TMNT 2012. But there's another show that takes the place. Number one, obviously SpongeBob SquarePants, because it's SpongeBob SquarePants. One of the best cartoons of all time. Classic SpongeBob. I've literally known SpongeBob since the day I was born. I won't say the day, but since I was born. I had baby sleeping sheets for my bed of SpongeBob. I had season one on DVD of SpongeBob. I still even have some of the disc on SpongeBob. And you know, I'm always gonna rewatch anything of classic SpongeBob because it's just one of the best shows ever. SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, the cast goes on. And that was just a list of some of my favorite Nickelodeon shows. This isn't supposed to be a thing of like ranking of this one sucks, but this one's S tier. No, though one day I do plan on making a tier list of my childhood shows in Nickelodeon, like a full on tier list. That was just the number of how they came in my mind. And then I'll have a tier list of like actual number one, two, three, S tier, all that. And I also plan to make a tier list of my favorite Nickelodeon shows, like in general, regardless, child, just in general. If you came from Nickelodeon and if I've watched all of it, I do plan on making a tier list about it. Thank you for listening. This was SJE07's top 12 Nickelodeon shows. Sorry, not yet. Nice try. This was SJE07, E for short, top 14 not top 14. Silly goose. This was SJE, E for short, '07's video on my favorite childhood Nickelodeon shows. Until next time.